Hello and thank you for joining ContentoNowTV, the TV show that hosts authors and people that are leading workshops and lectures around the world in order to get to know them a bit better. Professor Yaron Ziv, hello and thank you for being with us in our TV show.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Let's talk about one of the greatest workshops that you are doing in India and elsewhere in the world. Let's talk about money.
Yeah. Money.
Money and relationship.
Money makes the world go on, right?
Yes, there is a slight song in music, a valse one or another one, but people are dancing.
Cabaret.
Yes, people are dancing to this message. So, money and relationship, what exactly is there in the coming book?
Well, the coming book is going to reveal many secrets that are dealing with different aspects of our lives that involve money. You will be surprised. You'll be surprised that now that there are two subjects in our lives that are key, important components in our life: sex and money. But we don't dare to speak about them directly. We're just like, hesitant, getting shy. And I decided to open into the world, to lift up the curtain.
So money is not just a paper note.
Yes, money is not just a paper note.
What is money then?
Money is an energy.
Energy.
It's a psychological energy that really manifests itself in many, many ways. For example,
yes,
money and self-worth, money and reliability, money and assertiveness, money and trust, money and partnership. Money it's a mean, it's not a value. However, when you look around the world and you see about people's life, money becomes to be such an issue. And it becomes in our preconditioning mind. For example, if you're hurt,
yes,
what do you say to the person who hurted you? You're going to pay for that.
Ah, yes, that's something about money.
Everything is converted. That you're going to pay for that. Why do you think people just sue each other in court? They're not interested in the money. They're interested of reclaiming their hurt. He deserves it.
It's not about the money?
It's not about the money. It's not an issue.
Wow.
It's not the money. The money is not an issue. It's the principle. I'm going to sue him because he made an evil to me. And the way to compensate, because when the evil was made, is you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. And that's why people sue each other in court every day. Now, I came to this idea when I was looking for autobiography not about how to make money. It's not Rich Dad, Poor Dad of Kiyosaki. It's not something, the book is not about how to become wealthier. But the book talks about all our belief systems that are conditioned and internalized in ourselves since we were children about how to relate to money. For example, you are only worth if you have $1 million in your bank. It's a condition. If you don't have that, you're nothing. Or money comes only if you work very hard. If you don't work very hard, forget it. You will never make it. Or you don't really deserve the money. And this comes my own personal story. Can I share with you my personal story?
Please be my guest.
About how did I come to the idea of writing a book. For many years I was not as self-employed. I was hired by the university. And in the university you get your salary according to your degree. If you have a BA, you get this. If you have a MA, you get this. If you have a PhD, you get this.
And if you are a professor as you are, you get...
Yeah. But still, it is going to go to a scale.
Okay.
As... not as a self-employed person.
Yes.
Now, there was a time that I decided that I wanted to become self-employed. And I made a business card, and I opened my clinic, blah, 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 blah. And I said that I was giving lectures. Here comes a call. And the call says, Dr. Ziv, that time I was a doctor, said, Dr. Ziv, we're interested to hire for a lecture. And I give him the academics, which I really like very much.
Yes.
And then in the end of the lecture, he talked to me on the phone and said, okay, so let's come to the ugly part. I said, what do you mean? How much do you charge? And believe it or not, I became mute. I was paralyzed.
Wow.
I was paralyzed. I never forget that moment in my life. And I started mumbling.
Amazing.
And started mumbling and said, well, you know, I'm a doctor, so a doctor earns this and this an hour, so I'm giving 2 hours, so make it about... It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I could hear the other person on the other side of the line giggling. I said, well, you know, he doesn't understand what he was talking about.
Amazing.
And I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what was wrong because I was habituated to this way of thought that, you know, I'm getting my salary according to my degree. Nothing is taking about reputation and what I do. Nothing. I was not in that age. And my self-esteem was not that developed to say, well, I deserve this amount of money. So I went to my friend, who is not a psychologist, who is an economist,
yeah.
And I said, look, I did something wrong, but I don't know what I did wrong. He said, because you sell yourself cheap. Because you don't really value how much you're worth. You invested so many years in studying, you are a great lecturer, and that's how much you charge? There is no connection between the sum of your charge and what you're worth. That was a moment of insight that I associated self-worthiness with money, self-esteem with money. And then I talked about other colleagues of mine as psychologists, says, yes. What is the most difficult thing for you in your work? It was to ask for money.
Wow.
To ask for money. And what happens if people say, well, we don't have the money, and then, okay, can we have a discount and a discount? And I said, no. And I realized something needs to be done. And the idea and the seed of this book was invented then.
So money is not just a paper note. It's much more.
Absolutely.
It's a set of values and self-esteem and understanding and relationship. Wow, that's...
And let me give you a last example.
Yes.
That you will really understand how money is not just a paper note. If you will lend me
yes.
$100,
yes.
It's not a big money, right? And you lend me $100, and we set an agreement that I will pay you back in a month.
Mm-hmm.
A month goes on, and I don't give you a call and say, look, I would like to give you money, but I don't have the money right now. Can I give you that in 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a problem. But if I don't say anything, and I don't pick up the phone and tell you, Netanel, I owe you $100, can you do this? You will never forget it. Even if you meet me 30 years later, the first sentence will come to you is, he owes me money and he never spoke about it.
Wow, that's a great lesson.
That's a great lesson. So what is important is not the money itself, but the communication about it, the commitment, the interaction, and then what the book is talking about, the interaction around money. Clear, assertive, honest interaction about money.
Professor Yaron Ziv, I want to thank you so much. I'll be waiting to read this book. It seems very, very fascinating. If you're also fascinated and you have any questions, you want to order lectures or to hear more about this fascinating book about relationship and money, please don't hesitate throughout all the digital channels to engage to Professor Yaron Ziv or call us and we'll connect him to you as soon as possible here, but also elsewhere in India, South Africa, Europe. Thank you very much for joining ContentoNowTV.